could help me a bit. My friend, you do not need to fight online. I am your source, and we can prove it easy. You can go and do a little research. You will find that even in the Old Hebrew and the Aramaic, the word al is a word meaning God. Al. As an example, Daniel. Daniel. Daniel, the last two letters is al. So this is because this is an old name, ancient name. It still have al, not il. The New Hebrew switch the al to il. So we say Emmanuel, but in the Old Hebrew is Emmanuel. We see Israel, but in the Old Hebrew it's Israel. We say Mikael, but in the Old Hebrew is Mikael. So el or el can sometime come in the beginning of the word and sometime come at the end of the word. And either way, it means the same thing. It's still the word means God. This is why if you go like to see what Daniel mean, it says the Lord is my judge, the God is my judge. So what is the word God? You know, in the word Daniel, not Daniel is al. Al is the word God. In the case of Allah, it's al lah. Lah is the name. Al God. God lah. But because those Arab, they stole the name. They don't know even what the name means. The Arab, they have no gods of their own. All those gods are coming from other areas. As an example, the statues the Muslims they have around the Kaaba, they claim that Muhammad he destroyed them. The one who put a skirt for the Kaaba. I mean, did you ask yourself why they have a skirt for the Kaaba? There's a history about it. When the Christians they conquer the pagans around Jerusalem, those pagans they used to have a bazaar. And this bazaar they place or display their idols. So the Christian they kicked them out. They told them, you cannot do this business here. You can stay, you can live, but you cannot do this business. The bazaar of gods. It's a scam, you know. You convince somebody that this God, if you give him donation, he will make you have a baby, let us say. This God, if you give him donation, like give us food. If you want, give him food. He will make you rich. It's a scam. So they kick them out. And then they left to a place where there's no Roman authority, where the Roman, they are not in control, and that was Arabia. And this is where all those pagans gods, they start like flourishing more. Even though the Arab before they have gods, but if you remember, they don't have like advanced gods, like as a statues. They used to have simple gods. As an example, as we see in this hadith. You see, everything we say, we have reference for it. Look what the Arab used to do. The Arab, they don't have advanced God. When I say advanced, they do not know how to make statues. Remember, this is Saudi Arabia, you know, this is a sand, desert, you know, those Bedouin, they don't have any civil, you know. There's nations was exist before them, they have a lot of advance, but those people disappeared, they are gone. And I believe there was a drought, and those nations either they immigrated or something happened to them. Before the Arab, long before the Arab, there was a civilization there, but not in Mecca, but in the Arabian Peninsula. The word Arabia mean desert. Does not mean Arab. Arab is not an ethnic. Many people think Arab is an ethnic. Arab is anyone who live in the desert. So we used to worship stones, and when we found a better stone than the first one, we would throw the first one and take the later You see, stone, it's just a stone. It's not even a statue. So they have a very, very cave time religion. No statues. They don't know how to make statues. When they see in the desert a stone looks strange, look weird, different from other stones, right away they call it God stone. And this is exactly what the black stone is. The black stone in the Kaaba is the God stone. So Muhammad, he copied the pagan before him. They kiss the black stone, they worship the black stone. Muhammad, he keep it there because he cannot make them angry. And he himself, he kissed it. And then the Muslim, they say to us that Islam is against paganism. So if they find a stone better than the previous stone, they throw the first one and they worship the later. And look, if we could not get a stone, then we would collect some earth dirt, i.e. soil. And then we bring sheep and milk that sheep over it. Can you believe it? And perform tawaf around it. Do you see the source of tawaf? People, do you see the origin of tawaf? This is a very important hadith if you want to get a Muhammadan busted about the Kaaba and the Hajj. What they are doing, tawaf. Tawaf is mean going around. And this is before Islam. And you notice here, this is proving many things, that Muhammad is a fraud and all the Muslim lies about Abraham is a lie. Why? Because if they have the Kaaba and the house of Abraham, they don't need a stone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why they are looking for a stone if they have the Kaaba? There is no Kaaba. The Kaaba is nothing. The Kaaba is not really important. They don't worship the Kaaba. They don't pray to the Kaaba. They go around the statues which is placed around the Kaaba. The Kaaba is like a bathroom. It's 4 walls and there is no roof of it and there is a door. People, they go inside and do poo-poo. In fact, the Kaaba never had a roof. Never had a roof. The first time they built a roof for the Kaaba, it is when the neighbors of Mecca, they start throwing their garbage on the Kaaba from over the wall. And why they do that? Because they want to show the people who they are praying around those idols that our idols are better than them. So it's like a competition for them all. There was more than 26 Kaaba in the Arabian Peninsula. Kaaba mean a cube. 26. Competition is so big. Every town want to bring more people because that means money and business. So they compete with each other. And as you see, they don't know the God of Abraham. What is the God of Abraham here?